At a prominent children's hospital on the East Coast, a nurse spoke about her ICU experience anonymously for fear of backlash. She states, "When I first started as an experienced nurse, but new to the current hospital, more senior nurses would call me names and question my abilities in front of patients. She was quick to note that she actually had more experience than these senior nurses, but was still considered a newbie." She goes on to say, "I spoke to my manager several times, as well as the director of the ICU, because there was a very clear hospital policy against nurse bullying. Ultimately, nothing was done, and I was given the choice to deal with it or transfer to another unit. After much consideration, she decided to stay on her unit and work hard to be a positive role model for other staff members. While the changes on her unit will take time and may be very small and incremental, she is optimistic that the culture can change." Two more nurses share their stories of being bullied.
My director was not exactly known for being nice. Coworkers had approached me about saying something to her because I worked directly with her. I mentioned how she could say things a little nicer. She told me, "I don't have time for all the niceties like you." She would make snide comments about coworkers. She would withhold important information in order to fully complete a job or task or assignment or anything. She would have complaints about things not being done the way she would do it and that she should just do it herself.
I was working at a new facility in the emergency department. The nurse was the charge nurse. I was fairly new. She did not want to help me with anything. She would make it seem like she was unavailable every time I had a question. She was the only go-to person because she was the only seasoned nurse. So she just made it to where she was inaccessible for any question I had. Then when I looked stuff up, she was making it seem like I was holding my patients too long. I wasn't moving them quick enough. That we were in a Pixar's room, and I addressed her and told her how I felt. And ever since that, she's been like my best friend. She still works, and even to see her now and send me messages on Facebook and all kind of stuff. But I felt like if I wouldn't have addressed it, and of course she was white, so I don't know if it was bad because most other nurses loved her, right? But if I was the only one black in there, so I don't know if it was a racial disparity there also. But once I addressed it, we had no problem.